Hello, my name is Pfaff, and I'm going to be doing a Prince Hal monologue from Henry IV Part 1, a Foible monologue from Way of the World, and an Elder Thompson monologue from The Whale. Do not think so. You shall not find it so. And God forgive them that so much have swayed your Majesty's good thoughts away from me. I will redeem all this on Percy's head, and in the closing of some glorious day be bold and tell you that I am your son, when I am wearing a garment all in blood, and stain my favors in bloody mask, which washed away shall scour my shame with it. That will be the day when ere it lights, this same child of honor and renown, this gallant Hotspur, this all-praising knight, and your unthought of Harry chance to meet. For every honor sitting on his helm, would they were multitudes, and on my head my shames were doubled. For the time will come that I shall make this northern youth exchange his glorious deeds for my indignities. Percy is but a factor, good my lord, in which to engross up glorious deeds on my behalf. And I shall hold him to so strict account that he shall render every glory up. Yea, even the slightest worship of his time, or I shall tear the reckoning from his very heart. This before God I promise here, whom if he be pleased I shall perform. I pray your majesty may solve the long-grown wounds of my intemperance. If not, the end of life cancels all bonds, and I shall die 100,000 deaths ere I break the smallest parcel of this vow. Oh, dear madam, I beg your pardon! It was not my confidence in your ladyship that was deficient. But I had thought the former good correspondence between your ladyship and Mr. Mirabell might have hindered his communicating of this secret. Mr. Mirabell is such a sweet, winning gentleman, but your ladyship is the pattern of generosity. Sweet lady, be so good. Mr. Mirabell cannot choose but to be grateful. I find your ladyship has his heart still. Now, madam, I may safely tell your ladyship of our success? I warrant. Madam Marwood had told my lady, but I turned it all for the better. I told her that Madam Marwood, that Mr. Mirabell railed at her. I laid horrid things at his charge, I'll vow. And my lady was so incensed. She'll be contracted to Sir Rowland tonight, she says. I warrant. I worked her up that he may have her for the asking for, as they say of the Welsh maidenhead. Now, madam, I beg your ladyship to acquaint Mr. Mirabell of our success. It would be seen as little as possible speaking to him. Besides, I think Madame Marwood watches me. She has a mouth's mind, but I know Mr. Mirabell cannot abide her. Oh, John, remove your lady's toilet! Madam, your servant. My lady is so impatient. I fear she'll come for me if I stay. Can I come in? Please, just let me come in. I'm sorry. I'm just really high right now. My parents called me tonight. They found out where I was. They found out I was in Idaho. Your daughter, she sent pictures of me smoking pot to my mission in Oregon and told them where I was. My parents, they saw the pictures and they called a church here in town and they said where I was staying. And I can't figure out whether she's trying to help me or hurt me. Do you ever get that feeling? I mean, I thought they were gonna disown me, but you know what they said? They said they loved me, and they cared about me, and they wanted me to come home. How awful is that? Wait, what's wrong? No, I just want to help. I know I can help you. I know what happened to Alan. That day at the church, the last day he was there, I got an email tonight from Cindy Miller at the church. She remembered. I had to come tell you right away. The talk that day, the talk his father gave, it was about Jonah. Jonah and the whale. Don't you see? That essay you had me read, the one you liked so much, the one about Moby Dick. Charlie, I get it now. I understand what God's been doing with me here. I understand why he sent me here to you, right when you needed my help. When I read that email, and I knew I was helping you talk to God, it reaffirmed my faith. Jonah, it's about refusing the call of God. Jonah tries to escape God's will, but then he gets swallowed up by the whale. But when he prays to God for help, the whale spits him up on shore. It's not just a story. Listen to me! Charlie, your boyfriend, he tried to escape God's will. He chose his lifestyle with you over God. When he heard that story, when he heard God's word, he knew the truth. He never prayed for salvation, but it's not too late for you. Charlie, God's willing to help you. You don't have to run anymore.